This video is called Being Right versus Being Happy. And I felt like my thoughts were a little jumbled during this video. I felt like it was a rant, a ramble, but I basically just pulled out the camera and talked about the topic that I wanted to share with you. If you care to watch, enjoy. I apologize for the windiness. It does die down a little bit. Here we go. Someone asked me a question recently: would you rather be happy or right? And I'll let you know by the end of this video what I would rather do. But first, let's go back to a couple years ago in 2020. What happened that year? So the world kind of shifted. Everybody in the world, or everybody in most countries, everybody in my country, things happened, right? Things shut down, people changed their lives, and society was kind of separated into two groups specifically that year. People who just complied with everything. I don't even know where to start this video, man. In 2020, I just kind of was observing everything as it happened. Things shut down. I went to work in the hospital. We all had to wear masks. A lot of businesses shut down, and they were kind of fucked over, a lot of small businesses. And they said it was 2 weeks, and then they said it was 2 months, and then a year passed, and still everything was shut down. And there were some people who were woke, myself included. I thought I was woke because I was like, you know what, something's not right. Some people started to rebel, and they started to go, you know what, I'm not wearing this dumb mask anymore. You know what, fuck it, the government is out to get me. They're making me shut down my business, and this isn't like a free country anymore. What's going on? There were people like that, and then there were people like, oh, just wear your mask. We need to get through this together. And it was two sides just butting heads with each other. And like I said, I was more of the, I'm not doing this shit anymore. This is dumb. This has gone on for too long. And I thought I was woke. And a lot of people in that group thought they were woke. And I noticed on Instagram specifically, there were a lot of influencers that opened businesses and capitalized on being freedom fighters. You know, saying that the government's trying to shut us down. We're not free anymore. We need to fight for our freedom. We need to open our small businesses. We need to fight back. And I made a video recently. If you go a couple of videos back, or maybe one or two videos back on this channel, I made a video of my experience going into one of these freedom fighters live streams where he had 50 people, and I was like, why is it important to have an American flag? I was genuinely curious, and everybody just snapped on me, and they're like, oh, you're just a sheep, Troy. Go back to where you came from. And I was like, I was just asking a question. And it kind of made me think, why I was one of the people questioning everybody shutting everything down. Why are you now bashing me because I'm asking you a question? So you're allowed to ask questions when other people are telling you what to do, but when you're telling other people what to do, they're not allowed to ask you questions. So the same people that, let's just bring it back to the 2020 thing. I thought I was right. I was being right when I was like, oh yeah, we need to fight back a little bit. These lockdowns, it's too much. And I can have my opinion. I can be like, you know what? Yes, they locked down society for too long. Yes, everybody's wearing a mask for too long. I can have those opinions and still carry on my life the way that I want to live my life. But the moment I start treating other people like they're dumb for doing what they want to do with their life, if somebody else wants to wear a mask, or if somebody else wants to, go along with that narrative, who am I to judge? Yes, you could argue it's affecting me and it's affecting my life, but why sit here and blame society when you're in control of your own actions, when I'm in control of my own actions? We're all in control of our own actions. A lot of people complain that these phones are taking over their lives, yet I'm using it right now to film this video so that you can watch it. so that I can share my opinion on something and maybe get you to think a little bit. I'm using my phone, but at the end of the day, I can just put the phone down if I want to. I don't have to go on my phone all day. My phone doesn't have to destroy my life. Yeah, it seems like it sometimes because it's so addictive. People are so addicted to porn. People are so addicted to binging on YouTube videos, random YouTube videos. People are so addicted to clicking on advertisements. People are so addicted to shopping online, spending copious amounts of money on nothing, or spending copious amounts of money on DoorDash because it's so easy and you pay a couple extra bucks to do it. So this question, to bring it back to the main point, would you rather be happy or would you rather be right? Because I'm seeing the same people that were maybe seeking happiness in 2020 by going, you know what? Yeah, let's break away from this whole like shutting down our businesses and wearing masks. This is stupid. It's been a year. And then like getting the, the injection they're telling us to get. Like I don't really want to do that. They can do whatever they want. But the moment that you start thinking that you're better than other people, and the moment that you start just really, really hammering that you are right and the other people are wrong, you begin to become closed-minded. And the people who were for the lockdowns, who were arguing for those lockdowns, and the people who were against them are the exact same people. They're both in their egos. They just want to be right. It's just your ego trying to be right. And what happens is these people fight with these people and they're just fighting. And then what? You're closed-minded, going in one direction. Okay, sure. Yeah, lockdowns. I'm a pushover. I'm just going to do... And then the other side, you know what? I'm not a pushover. I'm going to open my business because I've had enough of this. Closed-minded. Because you think you're better than those people. You think you're better than those people. Yeah. So somebody, like I said, somebody asked me recently. I was a bit hot-headed in 2020, and then I don't know. When I started to grasp this concept, when I started to answer this question, would I rather be happy, or would I rather be right? Because if I'm hanging out with my girlfriend, or if I'm hanging out with my friend, or I get up in the morning and I think, what am I going to do today? How am I going to bring myself to work? What am I going to do for my side job or my purpose? What am I going to do today? What are the actions I'm going to take today? If my basis for that is just wanting to be right, it's going to close me off to new ideas and listening to people and having good relationships. So if I'm hanging out with my girlfriend, or I'm hanging out with my friend, or going about my life, and I'm just arguing for my point until other people accept it. Or I'm just yelling at society, yelling at the world, yelling at that plane to shut the fuck up so I can film this video. Or yelling at society to change so that my life can be better. Yelling at minimum wage to go up so that I can get paid more at my job. Or yelling at my employer so I don't have to work as much there and so I can do my own thing. Yelling at the world to change so that I can feel right, so that I can feel better, so that life will get easier for me. What's that going to do? Does the world care? Or is the world just going to be how the world is? Who is it? The Buddha? Some great man in history once said, I think it was him, that said, be the change, or I forget who it was. Be the change you want to see in the world. So do you want to just be right? Do you want to sit here and argue with your girlfriend or your boyfriend if you're a girl watching this, or if you're whoever you're into? Do you want to just argue with your friends? Do you want to argue with your family members until they accept your point of view? Or do you want to listen and allow other people to have their points of view, and then you have your points of view? Because I'm going to take another more modern kind of guy on social media who's like entrepreneurial and he's kind of blowing up in the business space. Alex Hormozi said one time that really stuck with me. This short little clip on Instagram. He said, okay, if a hater makes a comment, I look at it and I read it. Even if it's true, what does that matter? Like, I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do. So if you can listen to other people's opinions with an open mind, taking their opinions and realize it doesn't have to affect your own life and your own actions and what you do. Like, when I came out to film this video, I want to get back into filming YouTube videos, creating informative YouTube videos on topics I would like to create, on communication, on staying grounded emotionally, those kinds of things. I want to make those YouTube videos. Who is stopping me from doing that? Look, who's stopping me? Nobody's stopping me from doing that. Do I get all these thoughts like, oh man, I wish the world would change? Or, oh man, like, oh, I'm mad at this person, they didn't accept my opinion. Yeah, I get those thoughts. But I'm in control of my hands. I grab my camera, I put it on this little tripod that I have, and then I come out here and I just talk into the camera, and I'm gonna upload this, and then I'm gonna upload another video and another one, and I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna make more money, I'm gonna create resources for myself to the best of my ability, I'm gonna build my skill set in life. I can do all of those things. You're in control, you're in charge. So, would you rather be happy, or would you rather be right? Would you rather spend the rest of your life, or would you rather spend today, let's just focus on today, right now, the present moment, would you rather spend right now just convincing me, or your friend, or whoever's next to you, whoever's in the other room while you're watching this video, or that person at work, whatever, would you rather spend today convincing them, or trying to convince them, probably won't even work, that you are right, and so they accept your opinion, trying to convince society to accept your opinion that you are right so that they change? Or would you rather take control of what you're in control in? Take control of what you're in control of and just do what you actually want to do in this moment and be happy.